So I want to take you through the property listing process. I hope you're already logged into your account, and you should be able to see a plus label up here, new. So what you do, you go there, just then you go down, go down for and choose. So it will mesh up here. You go choose listing. Yeah, click on listing, then you just wait for it to open. Yeah, it will bring you to this page. This is the listing page where you have the space for property location. This is basically the property street address. It is not the title of your listing. This is just the street address. Like you can talk about Nairobi, Isili, or Nairobi Westlands. Just here you can just write like this, Nairobi Westlands, or you can even go deeper and then you talk about Westlands, which street. Yeah, so this is basically the street address of the location of the property that you're trying to list. Just have this as a cap. Then on this side you find some area or button for you to click and set the featured image. You can just try to click. For our case, it will bring you to this page where we have media library. These are the images that have been there before. You'd want to use the old images, or you want to upload a new image. This is just easy. You just choose where you want to pick your image. Then after clicking or choosing, then you'll be able to, let's just pick one of the old images for your case. I'm trying to help you understand how it's done. That image is going to appear here. Then you need to be sure it's a good quality image. Anything 600 by 480 is very much ideal, and make sure it's very good quality image, nothing dull, because of course images are the first thing that site visitors see before they click in to see what is inside or what you are listing. So just look for the best quality images. You get a very good person who can give you some good quality shots. And then when you do that, you'll be able to come down here and set that featured image. Okay, so once you do that, it is going to appear on your listing page where you are listing your property and all that information. Just check down here, it is already here, it is already appearing here. Very key, very important. You need to have a very good quality image for your listing. So the next thing you need to do, when you look at this space here, you find that you can still add some description for the property that you are listing. Maybe the location, maybe the size, and if it is a quick sell, you can add all that information here. Security, the previous sales revenue that the business, if it's a business that you are selling, has been having, if it's a fully furnished house, all that information. If the offices, you can give all that information about the furniture available, everything on this space. Then if you need to add some extra images or media for that. Of course, this is the image that will be appearing on the front page of the site, but when somebody clicks into your listing, he's going to be able to see more images of what you are listing here. When you can just click in and you add the images you would want to list, and then of course the information I've told you of some description of the property that you are selling. Then you move downwards, you find that there is an area where you need to choose what sort of a property you are selling. Are they apartments? Is it a commercial business, something that you are selling? Is it an industrial business, somebody is selling somewhere? You can choose this. If it's an apartment that is for sale or for rent, you can choose this also. What kind of house is that person selling? If it's a home, you can also click in here. If it's a land, you can also click in there. After you do that, then you'll be able to move down here and you give some more specification on what exactly if it's a house that you are selling or apartment. You would want to also give information about how many beds the apartment or house is having. Let's just give an example of the house or apartment having 3 bedrooms. That one, after you add and click here, it is going to appear already there. You move down, you find that there's information for bathrooms. How many bathrooms is that house or apartment having? Of course, if it's a 3, you also put 3 here and then you click. It's going to be added, as you can see. What status is that property? Is it for sale? Is it for rent? You just add that information here, for rent or for sale, that way. Then after you do that, you click, it is going to be added down here. As you can see, which city is this property? Let's we've given Nairobi, so of course the city is going to be Nairobi here. That is what is going to appear. What state? This you can give, it's still Nairobi, but you can add Westlands there. It's going to pin the Google Maps closer to where the property is. You can just add that like that. What zip code are we talking about? Nairobi, of course, is 00100. You just add that like that. That is what is going to happen. I think there's a problem with network, but that's going to go through. Once that happens, what community are we talking about? Which country? Which country is this property? Of course, that is in Kenya. You add that there. Then you click add. And then as you move down, it's going to also ask you county. County, of course, that is in Nairobi. You add that one there. So what community are we talking about? We will just choose an area near Westlands, a community. Like, what landmark are we having there? What is nearby? Just choose that, and you just add it here, and it is going to appear like we've done with the other portions up there. If you're having any other additional features that were not you are not able to get options here, then put all that here. What kind of a property? If it is a land that you are selling, of course it is not having so many options here. What you need to do is just maximize on this section here and add all the information you would want to add. If it is a land, the location. If it is Komarok, land in Komarok, you just add it there. If it is developed, yeah. If it's a quick sell, whatever information you'd want to add, just you add all that information with commas, and then after you do that, you add everything that you capture is going to appear here, and of course it is going to appear as a part of your listing information. When you do all this, then we come back to the center. There's information for listing information for that property or business that you are listing that you need to fill. So what name or title are we going to have for the apartments or whatever you are selling? So you can choose an example like that, like apartments for rent. Yeah, in our case we were talking about sale, apartments for sale. Yeah, so price prefix, is that final price? Is it for rent? Is it negotiable? You get all that information here according to what exactly it is about. So on our case, this could be negotiable or final price because it is something for sale, not rent. Let me just give it a final price. Then what price are we talking about? How much are you selling this property? And of course, you've already talked with the business owner or agent, and you've agreed on the price that they want to sell. And of course, you've told them about the 10% that buy sell will get out of selling that property through us. So after you get the final price, considering all those factors, we can get that information here, that price. But remember, this price is in form of dollars. What you do is just convert. Let's say that those apartments are selling at the price of 2 million. So the price of 2 million is going to be $20,000. Is it? Yeah, it's going to be close to $20,000. Just have that one there. And of course, do we need to display the price? Yes, we need to display the price. What prefix are we going to have on this one? Postfix, are we going to talk about per month, per week, or per night? Because this is something for final sale, we choose to ignore that one. But in case it is something for rent or something close to that, we can choose to write monthly or weekly or per night here. So what is the size of that apartment? Which size has the apartment taken? What is the size? Let's just give it an example of a 50 by 100, which is just an example, but you also need to get the right information for you to be able to tell what size are you talking about. This is more close to this. Which year was this building set up? Of course, that is 2018. For example, let's just talk about 2018, that 2 years ago. Then do they allow pets within that building? Do they allow dogs and such? If they do, yes, you can say yes. Or if it is cats or dogs or whatever they allow, you can just add that information. If they now you also talk about the parking space that is available there. For how many vehicles are we having there? You get that information filled there. And you move down, there's going to be some area for property ID. We can always provide you that property ID, or you can choose to come up with your own setting of property IDs for you to be able to differentiate the properties that you've been listing, and for suitable buyers to be able to identify and sell and buy easily. So the latitude and longitude of the location of the property is also very ideal. You add there. Then there's this last option for adding the owner or agent information. You can put the information, your name and your phone number here, or even email address, for any possible buyers of that property to be able to contact you for more information, or rather for you to get him through the buying process. Of course, you remember we are encouraging new people to start selling. As you're listing, you're also looking for possible buyers for the properties to sell, because you remember there is a huge chunk of money once you sell out the properties that are listed here on this site. So once you do that, I think most of the information has been captured. There's maybe a smaller section which is also very important, and this is basically for those who are for those who understand search engine optimization. Let me just take you there shortly. Search engine optimization is a way of getting traffic into your site by using some certain strong keywords. Yeah, you can choose to give your property a very strong title which is having very strong keywords related to property search online, which is going to drive a lot of traffic for people who are sourcing for properties to buy within the locality that you've set the price or the property for sale. So for people who understand SEO, search engine optimization, this is a key, very important tool that can drive traffic for you to be able to sell out what you are selling, what you've listed on the site. So basically that is it. Once you capture all that information, you just come here, click publish, and the property, for this case, the property is going to come to us, and then we'll be able to, you know, go through it, probably check if everything is in order, and then we can be able to publish it. So that is as simple as that. If there are any other challenges you face, you can still reach out, and I will be able to help you sort out. Thank you.